which would be Hereford and Angus. Both we have in the US, but we sourced them from New Zealand this time, and the US grain-fed beef was actually taken from Texas Tech. For the consumer sensory analysis, like I said, the beef palatability between the 3 processed verified feeding programs. So the first feeding program was fodder beet, and they had low fodder beet quality and high fodder beet quality. And then they also had non-fodder beet. So we had non-fodder beet low quality, non-fodder beet high quality. And with the US grain fed, we had select and top choice. Select is, I don't know if you guys have seen the different feeding systems for a beef cow, but it's the select and the top choice. And I know you guys are asking, what's fodder beet and what's non-fodder beet? I too ask the same question. Fodder beet is a crop with a high yield potential that offers many benefits to beef farming in New Zealand. It helps many things, but the 2 things that I think are extremely important when it comes to raising beef are body condition score, and it also has a long shelf life, whether it's in ground or harvested. So whether or not you've harvested it or, like I said, it's in the ground, it still lasts you a long time. And I think that's really important when feeding large volumes of animals, especially because we want to be as sustainable as possible. I think we've moved very far from having almost a symbiotic relationship on our farms. It's pretty much just one animal, one feeding system. They're not like rotating pastures and things like that. So I think that could contribute to sustainability of the beef industry. The non-fodder beef cattle are kept on pastures year-round with access to preserved fodder like hay and feed. So non-beet would be like ryegrass, alfalfa hay, which is not something that we would feed as much, but and then the select, like I said, select and top choice for the US. The fodder beet and non-fodder beet are both for New Zealand. The select and the top choice are both for the US. The results of this study, they used beef strip loins, and they wanted to see if they could taste the difference between the feed regimen of the beef cows, but they also wanted to see if they could tell the difference between an aged 21-day or extended to 35 days post-mortem. So they would have to freeze the beef loins in, they had to freeze the beef, oh my God, I can't talk today. Freeze the beef loins in New Zealand, then ship them to the US, thaw them, and feed them. Obviously, at Texas Tech, the beef was already there. But they wanted to see the difference between those 2 feeding systems. So they noticed that the extended post-mortem time, which was 14 days, so they realized that at 35 days, it positively affected the tenderness scores, the juiciness, and the overall liking in the New Zealand sourced non-fodder beef. So, and then the US samples, they didn't really see a difference in the 21-day or 35-day, and then at the end, they realized that honestly, they liked the 35-day aged beef, whether it was US or New Zealand. The next literature article that I used was the sheep meat or lamb flavor.